This is my mom, or was my mom before she got sick. And this is her now. My mom is one of the very few people in the United States to be diagnosed with Susac syndrome. And you're all probably wondering what the heck that even is, so let's talk about it. Today we will be discussing what exactly it is, the symptoms of it, the causes of it, and the treatments that are available. According to the American Journal of Neuroradiology, Susac syndrome is a very rare disease attributed to microangiopathy involving the arterioles of the retina, brain, and the cochlea. Although it was discovered by John Susac in 1979, only 38 years ago, there's still only been 60 cases ever reported in medical literature. Now that we've talked about exactly what it is, let's move on to the symptoms. According to Cleveland Clinic, symptoms of Susac syndrome can vary anywhere from severe headaches, vomiting, short-term memory loss, the inability to remain focused, slurred speech, personality changes, anxiety and or depression, loss of peripheral vision, and hearing loss. Now that we've gone over what it is and the symptoms of it, let's move on to the causes. According to Cleveland Clinic, Susac syndrome is caused when an individual's immune system begins to attack endothelial cells, resulting in the cutoff of blood flow in vessels of the retina, inner ear, and brain. My mom and I used to be attached at the hip. We would go shopping every Saturday and wake up on Sunday and go out to breakfast with one another. When I was 10, my sister and I noticed that my mom was different. She was laying on the couch all the time, and we had to cook ourselves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We were mowing the lawn and doing our own laundry. We called my grandma, and my grandma said she's just stressed. She'll get better soon. And my mom didn't get better. The headaches turned into vomiting. And then the next day we woke up and she didn't know my name. She knew who my sister was, but not me. Why couldn't my mom remember who I was? Eventually, it wasn't just me she couldn't remember. It was our whole family. So we took her to the hospital. We went to Jenny, where they told us she was having a mental breakdown and it would resolve itself within a few days. We went to Mercy and they told us it was stress, and they gave her antidepressants and told us that she'd be fine. She wasn't fine. She threw herself on the ground like a 3-year-old having a tantrum if she didn't get what she wanted, and she had no idea who any of us were. At 10 years old, that's scary because my mom's 32 years old. She can't have Alzheimer's. She can't have dementia. Why couldn't she remember me? All I wanted was for her to get better. So eventually, 2 years after visiting every single doctor in the metro area, we took her up to Rochester, Minnesota to the Mayo Clinic, where she spent 2 years getting tested, getting blood drawn, having CTs done, having x-rays of her everything, and nobody knew what was wrong with her. They locked her up in a psych ward for 24 hours and she got out. The doctors didn't know where she was or what she was doing. We demanded that they do something, so again, more blood work and tests, and eventually she was diagnosed with Susac syndrome, and they told us that there was nothing we could do for it. Until we took her to more doctors where they said that it could be treated, but she would never be normal again. It can be treated with immunosuppressive therapy, intravenous immunoglobulins, also known as IVIGs, and blood thinners. And I got that from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. My mom lives with her boyfriend and my sister, and twice a month she has $10,000 worth of IVIGs pumped into her. She suffers from severe headaches and migraines and she can barely leave her bed most days. So she's never going to be the same. She's never going to be the person that she once was, but she's always going to be my mom. To recap what we talked about, we went over what exactly Susac syndrome is, the symptoms and causes of it, and the treatments that are available today. I hope that I was allowed to teach you all something new today, and maybe if someone that you know is suffering from many or all of these symptoms, you can offer them a little bit of help while there's not really much to offer. Thank you.